Beer Store is a private corporation that's owned by the three major brewers, Molson, Labatt, and Sleeman, and subsequently their parent companies, so Miller Coors, AB InBev, and Sapporo out of Japan. And it's while it remits taxes on on the sales that it makes to the government, it's all the profits that are earned from beer sold to the beer store actually go to the parent companies and don't really accrue to the people of Ontario or the government of Ontario. If you look at market share for craft beer in Ontario, we're sitting currently at about 4% of the overall beer market in this province. If you look at other jurisdictions, for example, BC or a lot of places in the US, the share for craft beer is much, much higher. In BC, it's 15% and growing very rapidly. In the US, nationally, it's over 10%, and in some states like Oregon or Colorado or Washington, it's in excess of 30%. You know, do I think we'd definitely get to 30% here in Ontario? I don't know. But could our market share be double or triple what it is right now, so 8 or 12%? Absolutely. If we could get the industry to that point, you could see a lot more breweries in the province. You could see a lot more jobs in the province as well, because you got to remember that despite the fact that we only have 4% share of market, it's well over 30% of the direct brewing jobs in Ontario are within the craft segment. So if you double or triple that share, you double or triple those jobs as well, from 1,200 today to 2,400, 3,600, or even more than that. Plus all the spin-off benefits that come from that as well, because craft beer is generally local and contributes strongly to the local community that it's located in. If you look at the major selling channels where you can sell craft beer in this province, you've got the on-premise channel, or bars and restaurants, and craft beer is about 6% share of market there and growing at double digits per year. You look at the LCBO, craft beer is over 5% share of market at the LCBO now and growing at double digits per year for years now. You look at the beer store and it's only, I believe, about 1.1%, and it's growing in single digits. So what we're proposing is that actually every brewer in the province would be allowed to not only open a store at their site, but also open an additional off-site store. And we'd also want to throw something called cross-selling into the mix. So that's where you could, as a brewer, you could sell other breweries' products at your store, and other breweries could sell your products at their store. So you can imagine how that might work if all of a sudden you've got 50 or 60 bricks and mortar breweries in the province that all have their own on-site retail store. If they start selling other breweries' beer, and then if a certain percentage of those breweries also go out and open a second off-site store, pretty quickly you could have 75, 100 or more independent craft beer focused retail stores scattered all across the province, which would be a great thing for the industry, I think. So it's kind of the three pieces. You know, we definitely think the beer store needs reform and the store formats need to be changed. Grocery stores could be good depending on how the regulations end up shaking out in terms of slotting fees and also the markups and margins that are on offer within that channel. And then we really think that having the ability to open more of our own stores would be helpful. What we're finally starting to see is enough consumer discontent, enough impetus for change that the government is really trying to act and improve people's access to beverage alcohol in the province. So, and I mean, as craft beer producers, I mean, the consumer is key.